tennis star Maria Sharapova is taking on kind of a different role here at the Winter Olympic Games. Obviously not competing, but she's got a role for NBC Sports, and she's also one of the on the welcoming committee here in Sochi. And by the way, she is a Sochi native. She joins us now from the International Broadcast Center down in Sochi. Maria, good morning. Nice to see you.
Hi, how are you, Matt? Nice to see you as well.
I'm doing great. When was the last time you were in Sochi before coming back for the Winter Games?
I was here about a year ago, just visiting my relatives. I still have grandparents here and some cousins, and I remember coming here and thinking, I cannot believe that we're going to have the Winter Olympic Games here just in 1 year to come, because everything was still one big construction site. Most of the tunnels were closed, the stadiums were not close to being finished, but here I am. I landed a few days ago, and I simply couldn't believe the changes that were made.
I know you've been taking some time to show our own Mary Carrillo around your town of Sochi. What are your go-to spots, Maria?
Well, I've spent about 5-6 years of my childhood here, and a lot was in the city center. It's where I started my tennis career, so I took her to the park where I hit my first tennis ball. We went to the seaport, gave her a little taste of the Russian cuisine as well. That was a bit of fun. We did a little cooking. Went to the circus, which I have fond memories of course, since I was a little girl. So it's been nice to share that with her this trip.
You mentioned a park. I was in Riviera Park in Sochi yesterday for some reason, and there is a tennis court there, and a huge picture of you is on one of the walls by that court. Is that where you got your start?
Well, that picture certainly wasn't there when I started, but it is where I hit my first tennis ball, next to that wall. That is where my father played leisurely, and I just picked up a racket. I went over to the wall, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I thought it could be fun because I didn't like to sit around. And so many years later, we came back, and I see that image of me on that wall, and it's pretty special to see.
And real quickly, at Riviera Park, there's also something that I saw yesterday called Lover's Bench. Is it too personal to ask if you've spent any time on Lover's Bench?
I missed that one growing up. I think that's a contemporary look for the Riviera Park. It's definitely not part of the Olympic budget. I think they just added that for spectators, but maybe I'll get a chance to visit.
Yeah, you got to check it out. Maria Sharapova, it's great to talk to you, and it's nice to be in your hometown of Sochi. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for coming.
All right.